Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Selectors. So, today we'll be saying that how do we use in the regular expression in our selectors. And regular expression is very useful in automating use cases, in making the selectors dynamic, or in doing the string manipulation when we deal in with the PDF or invoices, which we extract using the read PDF text activity. But if we just use document understanding, so maybe there'll not be a need of regex because then we can directly extract in the fields. But there comes many times a scenario when you have to use read PDF text activity or read text activity, or you have to extract something from the website or some application. And then this regular expression thing helps us a lot. And now the regular expression thing is also going to help us in making our selectors dynamic and intact, so that some common changes or some frequent or small changes does not affect our selectors. So regular expression is basically a sequence of characters that define a search pattern. Usually it's the regular expression works by a string searching algorithms that find in a particular string or helps us in validating our input. So let's see how do we use these regular expression in our selectors. So we have this site here, fakenamegenerator.com. So suppose you've gotten a scenario wherein you have to extract the phone number of all the users. So you know that the phone number is unique to a user and it will keep on changing. So if you have to use get text activity to extract the phone number of a user, so one thing is you can make use of anchor base. You can indicate that okay, here is the phone, and next to this you have to extract the field. So that is what we usually do. But as I've told you previously also, that anchor base are a bit slow because they first identify the anchor and then extract the next field. But if you directly make a selector out of it somehow, so that would help you in an increased performance, or that would just increase the speed of your automation. So we'll see how do we use regular expression in such scenarios. Now suppose if I highlight this thing and extract in, so definitely I'm gonna get a AA name or something in which I'll be having my phone number. But that particular selector, if I suppose using an AA name in my selector, so it's gonna work only for this particular user, because obviously whenever the next user would come, this thing would change. So this thing is something you cannot rely on by just putting in the AA name and putting in the phone number as the value. So what's the use of regular expression here is that we'll be defining a regular expression for the phone number. So what we're going to do is we'll just remove this thing, the value here, and we'll be writing a regular expression, an expression which identifies this pattern. So if you see the pattern, so it's 3-digit, then hyphen, then 3-digit, then hyphen, and then 4-digit. So if I talk about writing the same thing, so it's very simple. You write in \d. So \d is nothing, but you are telling that there is a digit. And how many digits are there? 3 digits. Then you say after 3 digits, I should get an hyphen. And then again, I should get in 3 digits. Then after 3 digits, I should again get an hyphen and then 4 digits. So yeah, missed writing D, yeah. So this is the regular expression which would be matching our phone number. Now, we'll also have to tell this that this a name should not be treated as a value. Instead, it's a regular expression. So you'll also have to tell this thing. So how are you going to tell it? The same way we have told that this is a fuzzy selector. So we'll write matching, then colon, then title or attribute name, which is a name. And then we're going to tell that this is a regex. Okay. And now let's validate this thing. And it's not getting validated. Have I missed anything? Yeah, let's check it out. Okay, yeah, the very common mistake which I do, I have used the slash, the wrong slash. Okay, yeah. Let's validate it again. And it is validated. Now, if we click on highlight, so it is validating this particular phone number. Let's refresh it and see that if this thing gets changed. So again, is it validating or not? We'll see. So this is how you're gonna use this particular regular expression so that whenever there is any string matching this particular pattern, that things get extracted and does the work for you and your selector does not fail. So as I told you, the fuzzy selectors can be used on the title thing, and so the regex expression could also be used on the title string. Suppose your title keeps on changing, but the domain is same or the ending is same. It's always .com or it's always .com.in or something like that. So that can also be used, or a selector or a regular expression could also be made for that thing. So now the phone number is changed. It is now starting with 303. Earlier it was starting from something 630. And if I try validating it and highlighting it, okay, it's not getting validated. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I got to remove this web control tag DD, which is not required. And let's try validating it again. Okay. Okay. I'll just try it again. Maybe the page loading wasn't complete. That could be the reason. Okay, so it's 3 digits, then an hyphen, then 3 digits, and then 4 digits. And that's what the pattern I see on screen. It's 3 digit, hyphen, and then 4 digit. Okay, let's try once again. Oh, we won't be doing any such change. Let's try indicating this thing. And okay, so the tag DD is still there. It has not changed anyway. And okay, yeah, I got the problem. Okay, so our title has changed. So we can even make a regex out of it. So we know that generate a random name is something which is same. So what we can do is we can just remove this thing. And this asterisk is even a regular expression character. So this is also a sort of regular expression thing. Okay. Just to be very sure, we are again gonna reload this thing. So just to show that there was nothing wrong in the selector we created, instead the title of the window got changed. And this is just the same. Even if you add this tag DD, it would make no difference. Even if I add it or even if I remove it, it would make no difference. Okay, so let's see if it's still loading. Okay, this site takes a little time to load. Okay. Meanwhile, if we want, we can even make a regular expression out of this thing also. But if you see closely, there is no requirement of making the title as a regular expression, because generate a random name is something which would always be present. There is possibility that all other text next to it gets changed. So for that, we have used the star, which is also a wildcard character used in regular expressions. So now we've got this thing. We've got another phone number, and the loading has been completed. And now if we could try to click on validate and see if it validates that particular phone number or not. Okay, again, it's not validating. And the reason could be that this thing has got changed. Okay, fine. Yeah. Let's now click on validate. And wait for it to validate, and it has validated. So it's just because the title is getting changed, and I've replaced the whole title with asterisk, which means whatever title comes in, it would take in But yeah, it's not obviously suggested, because if you have two or three tabs opened, or maybe more instances of browser opened, then the bot would get confused on which particular instance to go and which particular instance to highlight. So what's suggested is you make a fuzzy selector out of the title, or you place in a sort of regular expression which identifies your title uniquely, even if multiple instances of browser are opened. So that is what the suggestion is. That is what the best practice is. Now, let's see. Now, suppose if I want to extract this website also. So what thing you notice here is there is some name, there is dot, and then there is a domain name. So it could be com, it could be in, it could be anything. So you'll have to first analyze what all possibilities are there, and then definitely we can write in a regular expression for this as well. So for writing the regular expression for that particular thing is what we say is that we can have anything from capital A to capital Z, or anything from small a to small z, and then we're going to have a dot, and post dot we're going to have the domain. So if the domain would be in small letters, it could also be in caps. It's up to the requirement, or whatever variation you see, it could be in that way. So as for now, I'm marking it that it has to be of 3 characters. That is, it could be dot com, it could be dot ind, anything having 3 characters. Okay. And now let's try validating this thing and see what particular thing it's highlighting to. And I click on highlight, and I see that it's highlighting this wentback.com. So this is how you can make regular expressions in your selectors, and so that your selectors are intact and it does not break. It's also recommended that if your title keeps on getting changed, it's better to use a fuzzy selector or a regular expression in your title as well. So that's all for this video. I hope this thing helps. You use regular expression, fuzzy selectors in your use case or in your projects. Thanks for watching the video, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Happy learning.